Today, federal agents announced the biggest illegal immigration roundup in Florida's history. More than 1,100 people were arrested last week as part of the state's effort to crack down on the thousands living in Florida who have been given final deportation orders to leave the U.S. Fox 13's Evan Axelbank in our newsroom now to tell us about the new fight over immigration enforcement in Florida. Evan?
Well, Chris, the governor dug in today on federal judges who have found a caveat to the state's new immigration law. He's also asked the federal government to speed things up in two separate ways.
Federal agents released video of immigrants who have already been given deportation orders finally getting the boot.
This will not be the last one here in the state of Florida, but also a model that we're able to take to other states.
1,120 met a similar fate as this suspect, including a Brazilian national who has a history of aggravated assault, a Mexican national who has a history of kidnapping, and Colombian nationals, plural, who have murder charges. The top three countries with suspects: 437 from Guatemala, 280 from Mexico, and 153 from Honduras.
They have not complied with those removal orders, and that's a very, very high priority for our state efforts to continue to identify those individuals and make sure that they're returned to their country of origin.
But the governor is pushing harder, saying with up to 80,000 in Florida already facing final removal orders, the state needs more space to house them once they're captured. Right now, there are only 3 centers that can process them, with none in Tampa Bay. He's also asking DHS for the right to use National Guardsmen as judges for those who are facing final orders.
If this is approved, we will go off to the races, and we will be able to do really from soup to nuts, from apprehension to detention.
And the governor is sparring with a different branch of government, judges. A Miami federal judge just found that only federal agents are allowed to arrest an immigrant who comes into Florida knowing they're undocumented. Under a new state law, that's a misdemeanor. She's threatening to hold the attorney general in contempt for saying that he can't stop local law enforcement from making those arrests.
You can't have effective immigration enforcement if you have elaborate procedures that you have to go through. It is not punishment to be removed from this country.
In Operation Tidal Wave, which was done the week of April 20th under a federal law called 287G, 250 members of local law enforcement worked with ICE to identify suspects and arrest them. In the Tampa Bay area, deputies from Hillsborough, Hernando, and Pinellas County helped the operation. Chris?
Evan Axelbank live for us. Thanks, Evan.